absolute stillness. Elias Vane was once a visionary architect. Now, he was nothing more than a component permanently affixed to a bed. For 3 years, he had not stepped outside his minimalist bedroom. To Elias, movement was the heaviest tax imposed by existence. Turning over was agony. Speaking was a burden. Even breathing felt like redundant labor. He hired the most elite medical team money could buy. They installed an automated waste system, a constant intravenous nutrient drip. He lay on a latex mattress worth over $100,000, staring at the geometric patterns on the ceiling, savoring a peace that bordered on death. If only I never had to move again, he thought. One afternoon, the pathological silence was broken. The gray-robed man appeared beside the bed, his footsteps utterly soundless. In his arms, he carried a translucent gray blanket, gelatinous in texture, faintly pulsing.
Mr. Vane,
the man whispered, his voice like murmurs trapped beneath a pillow.
are you seeking perfect rest?
Yes.
Elias forced out the syllables. Even the vibration of his vocal cords exhausted him.
This blanket will act on your behalf, the man said.
Draping it over Elias's body.
It will take over your metabolism, your muscle contractions. All you need to do is lie still and surrender your body completely.
At first, it was paradise. The gray blanket clung to Elias like a living thing, molding itself to every contour of his skin. He realized he no longer needed to breathe. Oxygen seeped directly through his pores. He no longer needed to blink. The blanket secreted a viscous fluid to keep his eyes moist. Most wonderful of all, his body felt lighter. Years of immobility had already weakened his muscles, but now the process accelerated. Under the blanket's assistance, his muscle fibers degraded into soft, fibrous pulp. His bones became porous, fragile as sponge. He felt himself merging with the bed. His skin began to seep into the mattress. Fine nerve endings spread like roots, burrowing into the latex. Elias closed his eyes and allowed his body to dissolve, to be absorbed. The change came on a Sunday morning. A single, infinitesimal thought crossed his mind.
I want to lift my finger. I want to scratch my nose.
The moment the command formed, pain exploded through him. The blanket, or rather, the gray tissue that had grown into his flesh, emitted an enraged hiss.
Don't move.
The voice detonated directly inside his skull. Elias realized in terror that his will no longer belonged to him. Having gone and used for so long, it had been reclaimed. The blanket now controlled every physiological permission. He tried to cry, but his tear ducts had been drained dry. He tried to scream, but his tongue had already degenerated into a slab of rotten tissue fused to his palate. At that moment, the gray-robed man appeared once more. He looked at the fused mass on the bed and smiled with quiet cruelty.
Congratulations, Mr. Vane,
He said.
You've achieved the absolute stillness you always desired.
He gestured toward the window.
But you forgot one thing. In this world, energy that does not flow gets reclaimed.
Voices echoed outside the room, moving men.
Careful with this one.
Someone grunted.
This old mattress is heavy as hell. Feels like it's filled with lead.
Elias screamed inside his mind, struggling with everything he had left. But the only movement he could manage was the faint trembling of his eyeballs. He watched as he and the bed were roughly wrapped in plastic sheeting, cinched tight with rope. As the cords dug in, his bones, fused deep into the mattress, cracked with dull, internal pops. He felt everything. He could say nothing. He was hauled away like discarded furniture and thrown into the back of a filthy truck. Elias was eventually dumped into a massive landfill. He lay at the center of rotting trash, covered by the gray blanket now inseparably woven into his flesh. He did not die. The blanket continued to sustain him, drawing minimal nutrients from decaying organic matter. He would lie there for decades, perhaps centuries. He had achieved eternal stillness. The price was that he would remain conscious. Feeling rain corrode his skin, feeling thousands of maggots nesting in his muscles, feeling wild dogs tear at limbs already fused with latex and rot. He became a lump of living flesh embedded in the earth, a biological stone. And in the absolute purity of sloth, he tasted a torment where every second stretched as long as a century.